Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm excited that you guys are here. This is an early morning Saturday training on boards. A lot of you guys have been asking questions about boards. It's a free app that you can use from your phone or your computer. Many of you guys are already using it on your phone and are loving it. Some of you guys have not used it at all, didn't even know what it was. For me, I use it primarily on my computer. So today I'm going to show you how easy it is to use from your computer. But I want you to know that it is an app that's on your phone that you can absolutely use in your business to promote specials, to talk about products, to help your hostesses and your customers. Okay, so if you've not used boards yet, this may be your first introduction, but I want you to know that we're talking about using it from your computer today, but it really is more functional and more diverse when you also use it from your phone. You can use it on the go. So boards is kind of like a filing system. I want you to kind of think about all the things that you may have saved on your computer in multiple folders that you tend to go to. It is a resource for you to use for free, or you can have, there is a paid version that you can use as well. For me, I have found that it's made it easier for me to be able to share graphics, real life pictures, even actual scroll and roll parties. There is so much out on boards, on our 31 specific boards, because we have consultants that are actually updating it on the regular. They're updating it anytime there's new things coming out. Every month, there's usually a texting party that's uploaded and a scroll and shop party out there as well. So we're going to take a minute to kind of look at it. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of the details about the setup part because there is a training out there on how to do that. I just want to specifically show you how I use it from my computer, primarily in my customer group, to promote my 31 business. Okay, so if you've not told me in the chat yet, if you are using boards, go ahead and tell me if you are. If you're using it from your phone, we may do another training on just how to use it from your phone. Okay, so let me share the screen just for a minute and we will pull up boards. Okay, don't look at all those little icons. I know that drives some of y'all crazy. Lauren, can you see boards on your screen? Can you see the login? Okay. I can see Lauren, so I'm asking her. Okay, so this is what boards is. So first and foremost, write down boards.com. Okay, this is the website that you will go to if you're using it from your phone, or sorry, from your computer. Now, if you're wanting to get it on your phone, you'll just go to your Play Store and upload boards. Whether you're an iPhone or an Android user, it doesn't matter. It's capable for both of those different phone types. So boards.com, you're going to go to it. And when you first go to it for the first time, you're going to want to hit start for free. There is a free version, and that is actually the version that I use. I use the free one. I've not invested in anymore yet. So I'm using the free version. So this is good. So you guys can see this. If you are paying for it, tell me in the comments if you think that has been an advantage for you. So this is really kind of what it looks like. Now, when you first go into boards, I've shared this link and I can share it in the comments as well. But there is a 31 board that you're going to want to click on and get access to. I've already done that. So this is what's going to happen after you go to boards.com, after you've uploaded the 31 board. Okay, I did share that out on our events for this call today. Once you've done that, this is what you're going to see. Now, over on the left-hand side, you can see this is the email that I used when I set it up. So that's going to be the email that you also use to log in. And you can see I've got the free version, and the free version allows you to have 3 boards. And I want you to think about boards as almost like a filing cabinet. Okay, so because I have the free, I've got 3 filing cabinets that I can tuck stuff in. But the 31 board, it's already had stuff tucked into it and I have access to it. So I'm opening the drawers and I'm grabbing anything that I need. Okay, so I've got one called JP's board. I'm going to show you how I use that. And then I'm actually in a graphics group that has a board as well. So you're going to hear and see a lot of direct sellers in general are starting to use boards but it's also a great thing for real estate agents if they put their documents that they normally use on, on the regular. So if think about any type of business that needs a filing cabinet, they can use these. And I hope that makes sense. But you're gonna see how valuable this is in just a minute. So these are my 3 boards. Now, when you have the free version, you can have 3 active at one time. So here's all the other boards that I have been a part of. And those are, it's almost like they have the lock. They have a lock on those. I can't open those drawers or those filing cabinets because I'm not paying for this. So if you have the free version, you're going to see this and we can activate, like I can unlock one of these, but I have to put a lock back on one of these other ones. I hope that makes sense because the free version, you only have 3 boards that you can either have access to or have created. So I would always encourage you, and you can write this down, I would always encourage you to always have the 31 team board, and I would encourage you to have your own personal board. So those are the 2 for sure that you want to be in at this point as a 31 consultant. So the 31 board here, let's kind of look over here. So now we've gotten inside this filing cabinet. You're going to see all these different folders. It's almost, you can even think about Pinterest. It's all these little, kind of these front pages. Each of these have things behind them that will help you in your business. So let's just look at what we're in right now, and that's the Stack the Savings sale. So we're in February of 2024 at 31, and they have created this file inside of this filing cabinet just for the Stack the Savings event. Now you're going to see there is a US and a Canada one. So make sure that if you're in the US, you're using the US graphics because there is a different price point in those 2 countries. And then you'll see that there's some other folders inside this one. Now there is so much out here. It's almost like going down the rabbit hole. But once you've found kind of your way through this, you'll kind of understand how it's set up. So the first thing you'll see is that here's just the big graphic here. This tells you what this folder is about. And then if you wanted to click on the US, you could see there's all kinds of graphics in here. Many of these graphics are pulled from 31today.com. Some of them are actually made by consultants in the sales field. So you'll see a variety. If you're a tracker person like I am, you'll see that there's a tracker here. You can click on any of them. You can right click on it and you can save this just like you normally would do. You can save it to your computer. You can copy it if you wanted to. You could do whatever you wanted with this. So if you are like, I love that tracker, let me grab it. You can save it to your computer or you can copy it so you can paste it somewhere else. Okay. Now there's also a button up here at the top. There's this share. Can y'all see, Lauren, can you see that share? You see my mouse moving? Okay. So there's a share button in the very top right-hand side. So we're going to click on that and watch what happens. You guys watch the screen when I do this. Oh, sorry. I wanted to get out. Okay. I'm going to say share. When I do that, it's going to say image copied to clipboard. Okay. It goes real quick. Now, let's say that I wanted to share that graphic with our lineage here. This is our 31 lineage Facebook group. All I have to do is come over here and right click or use my keyboard, and there it is. There's the image that we just saw on boards, and I can type whatever I want. Here's our tracker. So again, I'm using this from my computer, but you can also do this with your phone. There are some things that you have to do to make sure that your phone is going to allow you to do it, and we can mention that at the end. Here's our tracker for February. For wearable, and this is sometimes you have to be creative. I'm going to show you how you don't have to be creative in a minute, but here's our tracker for February for wearable large utility totes. Okay. And so I'm going to post this, and you guys should now be able to see that out on our lineage page. So imagine if this was a graphic that you wanted to put into your customer page. You could do the exact same thing. Rhonda, I think you're not muted, so we can hear you. That's okay. I heard someone pop in. I'll make sure there's no question. Okay, so that's exactly what you can do with all of these different graphics. Okay, so we're going to go back over here, and we're going to say, oh gosh, look at these real life pictures. So the consultants that are leading this, they're also trying to give you some real life pictures as well. So today, if you're really wanting to work this sale, let me kind of show you how you could do that. Okay, so let me open Facebook. And hopefully you can see both of my screens. This is on the right-hand side. This is my customer group. And this is the boards on the left-hand side. It could be as easy as clicking on this picture. You can right click or hit share. I love the share button. You can come to your Facebook group. Oh, see, I had already done it this morning. I was trying to make sure I knew how to do it before I showed y'all. Okay, let me come back over here. I hit the share button. Okay, it saved it. Come over to my customer group. There's our friend Lisa, but we want to do more than just one. We're going to grab this one. I hope it's not sold out yet. We could also right click on it and say copy image. And we could do that. So either way, if you want to use the share button or right click on it. Again, this is for your computer. So it's a little different. And then we could come over here and say cherry wearable. Somebody stop me if it's sold out yet, but cherry wearable large utility tote is on low inventory. Grab it. Grab it fast. Okay. Now you can also share your link if you wanted to. You can definitely add more to it. Maybe
You forgot. Never mind. Sorry.
okay. So I think that oops, that's misspelled this. Okay. So and then I can hit post. So this is in my customer group. Now again, I'm using it from my computer. If you're using it from your phone, it's a little bit different, but same concept. So now look, here's my customer group over here. I already shared that this morning, but now I've shared two real life pictures. Okay. All right, so let's go back up, make this boards a little bit bigger. So you'll see that there are tons of things that you don't have to go search all the different Facebook groups. Keep it simple, make it easy and fun for you and team members that are joining behind you. You've got a graphic, you've got a real life photo. Now this says add your pic to this graphic. If you guys use Canva, here's our friend Leslie. She actually has a picture of her holding the bag. They're even giving you tools on how to market you. So if you guys use Canva, oh, there's the verbiage. You could open Canva and you could put your picture in there. So it's going to ask you to download the template. But what's kind of cool is it's giving you these templates that other people are using. So again, this is out of the goodness of these gals' hearts. It doesn't they don't get any money from doing this. They just really want to help the entire sales field. You also have customer text emails. So they're sharing some verbiage that if you use Project Broadcast, you could just fill that in. You could say, hey, Zeta, you could put, hi, Zeta, just announced 31, put here's the verbiage. Some of you guys may have gotten a text message very similar to this from me. And you just fill in your name and your consultant, if you're a director or whatever there. Okay, so this is giving you even a text message that you could send out to your customers if you are not on social media. Facebook banners. So I know I'm digging into this folder specifically just because it's current. Here is a graphic that you can now put and use in your customer groups. Okay. So we kind of dug deep just really into the stack your savings, but every folder is very similar to that. They try to bring in the new things. So like here's March. We already know what the insider special is. Here's the graphic. So if you're trying to use um, things in your customer group to book March parties, the graphic is out here. So a lot of the stuff again is out on 31today.com, but you also have access to a lot more things that consultants are making and giving freely. So here's a PDF. So let's say you have a March party booked. Here's just kind of like some instructions for your hostess of what they should do. Okay, here's your top 15. So I love these. I like to right click on them and put them into a Facebook Messenger for my hostesses. I don't mail as much as I used to, but it's a way for you to do hostess coaching by using some of these graphics. All right, so you got a little insight to March happening. But keep scrolling because there's more things down in here that I love as well. There's training that maybe you want to do picture proud and you don't know how to actually get the pictures. There's training in here as well as graphics and pictures. Okay. So let's go on back out. Let's go back to the 31 board. Okay, so here's the front, and you can see there's other things in here that are beyond just selling the product and booking the party. Celebrate customer birthdays. So let's say for February, you wanted to post a graphic out there just to increase engagement. February, shout it out. Who has birthdays in February? That's a graphic you can post in your customer group, on your Instagram, wherever you're playing social media wise, and to increase engagement. Okay, it's not selling or giving away something. It's just saying, hey, let's celebrate you. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the team board. So I want you to kind of dig in here. If you need some training on different things, there's even training. There's some party tools and scripts. They are updating this consistently. They're already starting to work on the March board. All right. So now let me show you how I use my personal board. Let me close this. So a lot of times I will want to share a link or I'll want to share something that's specific to me. On the 31 board, it's very generic. So that's good. That means that whatever you're sharing, you don't have to worry about having somebody else's name on it. But I have a JP board and I've created different things out here. One of the ones I probably use the most is this one. I've created a Venmo graphic. So when people ask me, okay, how do I pay you? Venmo, I've already got it out here. I've got my last 4 digits on here and the QR code. This all came from Venmo itself. And then I just kind of edited this. But instead of me trying to find it on my phone, instead of me trying to, figure out where I saved it at, if I'm on my computer, all I have to do is grab this, I can hit share, and I can actually send it. I'll put that in the chat in case y'all want to Venmo me any money. No, just joking. But that's really how you guys could use that. So if you're finding yourself doing some things on repeat, make a little file folder for you that you can use. It's no difference than going to Windows Explorer or going through your albums on your phone. It's just another app to help you stay organized. But I can toggle between these two boards, which is fun. So if y'all ask me a question, I'm hoping that I've got it out here. And if I don't, then I'm going to go find it. Okay, so this one is one I probably use the most. Well, if I can click it, come back. Sometimes you have to get off of it. There it goes. So sometimes I get home office leads or someone has asked me about joining 31. I don't immediately give them my link to join. This is the message that I send. Hi, my name is Jennifer. You're interested. How did you hear about us? So I don't immediately just give them my link. I actually try to start a conversation first, but then I do have a section here that has links in it. These are all the links that I'm consistently putting on repeat in my business. So become a consultant. Okay, now that I know how you found me, here it is. I can share it. And honestly, I could come over to the chat box and I could look how easy that was for me to put that in the chat box for you guys. So if you are consistently answering the same question, if you're always searching and digging for how to become a consultant, have it in a board and it will be on repeat. Now, some of you guys may use shortcuts on your computer or on your phone. Like on my phone, I have a shortcut set up that says I type in NC and it automatically does that for me. So that's another option if you're not using boards. It's a whole different training, but you may be familiar with that. So some people ask me, hey, I want to join the team Facebook page. Here it is. So like if a new person joined and she's asking me a question, I could totally copy it like that or hit the share, come over and put it in the chat that we're having on Facebook Messenger. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But for me, my personal board are the things that I'm continually sharing over and over. Join my team. What's my business link if people are wanting to follow me there? So I've got a little bit of extras in there. But then I also have the how to. So being a leader, a lot of times people are saying, oh my gosh, how do I personalize my website? So I can click here and I've got a YouTube video that I've made that I can immediately send them. So think about the things that you're always putting on repeat. One of the things I don't have in my own board is our hostess chart. That's one of the things that I always am sharing is, hey, Jenny, we're going to have a party. Our minimum goal is 500. That's where you get the $100 shopping spree. But our happy, like super excited Willy Wonka chocolate factory ticket is $1,000 party. And so I like to have that hostess chart readily available to send. And so that's something that I could maybe add in one of mine, but it's probably out here on the 31 board. Okay. So let me just stop sharing just for a second because I want to make sure that you guys understand kind of like why it's good to be on the 31 board, but then why it's just as important to create your own board for the things that are personal to you. Julie, I'm going to pick on you just for a minute because you said in the comment that you love it, like you love boards. Can you share with everybody how you're using it?
I've used several of the starting out, I've used several of the graphics and just copy and pasting them to my page just to try to get some interaction because starting out, I don't have anything, so it's awesome to have that.
I love that. Okay, so y'all, Julie is a fairly new consultant. She just joined. I think we talked just a minute ago. So I think she's at $270 since joining. So y'all give her some happiness there. But as a new consultant, think about how overwhelmed a new consultant would be and where to find everything. There is a million graphic groups. We have girls that just absolutely love making graphics and they're very generous and they share them. The boards, they've kind of taken a bunch of goodness and put it in one spot, not to overwhelm, but just to give them just a little bit that won't also be vomited on their customers too. We don't want her going and posting 50 graphics. We want her to have the best of the best, right? So you're getting some good jobs in the chat, Julie.
Thank you.
Okay, so who else uses board? So you hear she's a new consultant. Anybody else been using it for a long time? Shannon, spill it, Shannon. Tell us how you're using it to make money. Let me see. You're muted.
I got it. I got it. No, I've been using it for a while. But I use it I have hostess coaching in there. I have new consultant stuff. I use the 31 board all the time just because there's so much information there, like you said. So it's easy I use it from my phone mainly, but I'm trying to learn to do more from my laptop just because sometimes it's easier. So, so I wanted to jump on here to see how different it was to use from the laptop instead of my phone. So it's kind of similar. Just a few extra steps with copy and pasting, but I didn't realize apparently I must have the paid version because I have none of my stuff says activate. So
Okay.
I might have to check into that.
You need to be looking at your bank account there, Shannon. Something's being taken out.
Exactly.
That's a whole nother training.
Yes.
Hostess coaching is good. So if you are doing multiple parties and you're telling the same thing over and over and over, you can create your own board. Now, there's lots of hostess coaching out there. There's tons of scripts out there, but find the script that works for you. For me, mine's short and sweet and acting like I'm talking to my grandma because I want to make it simple, easy, and fun for her. So having your own board for your specific hosting coaching language is a great tip, Shannon. Thank you. Okay, Charlotte, I see you. You have to unmute. There you are.
Oh yeah. Good morning. You asked how I use boards. Honestly, yeah, I always screenshot all these graphics. So it's really nice to know that I can actually share them that easy. So I'm really excited to learn that bit and so much under there. So I'm excited to utilize it more. But yeah, how I've been using it personally is actually just for my connection contacts. That's the most I've used it. I have uh what a, so it's just like a section for each month. So I do if I book early, then I have like bookings all the way in September, and I have a little section for it, which is like, is it a board? Would you call that a board? So where you have one board, but you have every month under it. And so I put all my connected contacts so I can come back to them when I'm booking later. I know who partied with me in this particular month. And so I have all those names under there. So I can always go in Messenger and search a particular name and it will pop up because of been in touch with these people. So it's really been helpful in that way, because I used to put it in my connected contacts in my notes, and my notes were always jumbled up. So that's been really helpful.
That's good, Charlotte. So Charlotte's talking about connected contacts. So if someone, let's say Becky says, I want to book a party in September, Charlotte's going over, she's got a September board, and underneath there, she's got all the people listed. Is that how you're saying, Charlotte? Like,
Yes, exactly.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I come back and I'm like, oh, I have bookings for this month. I didn't even remember I did, you know? So that's always nice.
That's good. Okay, I love it. Good tip. Kind of almost like a post-it note section too. You're keeping, remembering what you've committed to. It's good.
All right.
Okay, what other questions do you guys have? Because I can show you. I'm going to show you the scroll and shop just in just a second, but I wanted to stop and see if you guys have any general questions. Now, Charlotte, I don't know if you got an iPhone. I'm sure you have an iPhone or an Android, but on the phone, it's a little bit different. So if you do use the free version on your phone, I don't believe you can share the pictures as easy. Like I'm always having to screenshot and crop and do it, but you can save it. You can save it to your phone. So I typically do most of my business from my computers, but in the evening I'm on my phone. Like usually in the evening is when I'm doing my scrolling and on Facebook looking, just randomly looking at stuff. But I do answer questions, and the boards is very helpful. But it's not as helpful on an Android phone, which is what I have, to share pictures. But there is a way
I
around.
have an iPhone and it worked. Everything you were training on, I just copied and pasted and it worked. So with an iPhone, it actually does. I was pleased. Yeah.
You have a free version or the
I
paid
have
version?
the free version, yes.
Okay, all right. So if you're an Android user, let's see, Lauren says I was having trouble on phone with pictures. I have an Android. Yeah, us Android users, there's pros and cons, right, to both, but I have trouble with the Android sharing pictures. The verbiage works fine. Okay. So let me share just a little bit more. We're going to go back to our boards. Okay, so now this one was my personal board, and if you put something on it that you're like, okay, I was doing one of these texting parties. If you want to delete it or if you want to copy it, so all you do is click on it and you come up here to delete. So I'm going to delete that. That was from Christmas, so I'll delete that. Okay, and it just shuffles your boards around. So biggest tip here is to make sure that you're creating something for yourself that you are consistently searching for or answering over and over. Okay, but let's go back to the 31 board, and we're going to look in the month of February because that's the month that we're in right now. So February has a lot of stuff happening. Look at all the things, and I want you to not get overwhelmed with it. I just want you to know that these are almost all the different files that would be in the month of February. So you may find the playbook is on TOT. Where's the playbook? The playbook is on TOT. So you could go there and find it. You could find the insider special on TOT. All these things here you're finding on TOT, but then you've got all these extra things that consultants have put together that now you have access to. So let's look at the daily VIP posts, because the number one thing people are telling me is that their engagement is not high in their customer group. So there are girls out there who love graphics. There are girls out there that love like copy, like they love to give you verbiage. So there, every month you have some posts that you can make. Now we're going to click on this very first one first. Now they also are giving you these third-party apps that will automatically post it. So if you use SendShare or Post to My Party, you can actually click on it and all of that will go into your SendShare or Post Party, so you can post it with the touch of a button. Now, they also have a sample, so don't let this overwhelm you, but these are the girls that love to think ahead. They love to kind of plan out the month. They plan out their social media. You guys do not need to go and hire someone to do this. It's here for you for free. So on the first, they're doing their birthday club shout out. I showed you that one. They're doing maybe a spotlight Saturday. So you can see they've kind of laid out some posts for you. So we're going to look at day one. She said birthday shout out. So we're going to click on day one. Here's the graphic and here's the verbiage. All you have to do is share it, which copies it. Now this has got a link to a board, And that board, let's go here. Sometimes the boards will give you more information. So if it's linking you to another board. Okay, it's even telling you how you can give a discount the birthday. So there's some training in some of these that you wouldn't want to post, but you could totally copy the top of it. Okay, don't do the consultant verbiage down here. Just do that and post that in your group. Now, it's just the 17th of the month. You could still do that. But let's go actually look. Today's February the 17th. We're doing this call on February the 17th. So we're going to click on the 17th. And this is what they had planned to share today. Now, is that one? Let me look. Let's just look. So one thing I will always do is if I don't do these at the front of the month, I usually kind of do them usually on Sunday nights while I'm sitting around on the couch. But you do want to make sure, I'm just checking just to make sure that it's not on. We're logging in to TOT. Sometimes you want to check to make sure that it's not on low inventory. So I'm logging into TOT. We're going to come down here to business update, right here, business update. If you click on that. Okay, you can come down here and see, okay, it was the Lazy Susan. The Lazy Susan is on low inventory. And we're no different than any other retail store. You walk in one day and you have every size of the dress that you want, and you walk in day two and they're sold out, right? So, okay, it's not on business update. So let's actually do this post. Would y'all like to walk through this? Okay, so I've got side by side. If you use your maximize buttons on your computer, there's an option to do side by side. This is what I typically do. So we're going to actually post this in my customer group. It's today, Saturday. We could copy it just like this and right click, or we could do the share button. Okay. I'm going to come over to my customer group, and y'all tell me in the comments if this is helpful. I just wanted you to see there's so much out here for you to use for free. Okay. So we've got the picture. Now we got the verbiage. We're going to come over here. We're going to do share. I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to paste it. Okay, here's a real life example. We're going to copy it that way and paste it. Now, a lot of times I won't do all of these, but anything that has food in it, I'm probably going to share. I'm just going to tell you all that. Copy, paste. Okay. I like to do 4. I like to always try to do at least 2 or 4. We're going to do copy because I like how it looks. Okay, so I like when it looks like that. I'm an accountant, so I like it to be clean lines. Okay, so I've got a graphic and I've got 3 real life pictures. Food is my love language. So those grabbed my attention, but maybe one of the other ones grabbed your attention. Okay, so here's what it's called. Spotlight Saturday. They did a hashtag, while you'll love it. Here's some key features. What would you use this serving board? Now, I didn't post a link. I didn't post anything. I'm asking a question to increase engagement. So I'm going to post it. This is real life of what I'm posting right now in my customer group. Okay, there it is. So some of you guys are in my customer group. Julie, you're in my customer group. So go comment on what was the question? What did I ask? How would you use this serving board? Say something about food, Julie, and I'll be like, Julie, food is my love language. Okay, so that's exactly how I'm using some of these. Now, some girls will sit down at the first of the month and they will schedule these. Some girls will do them day by day or week by week. So let's look at tomorrow's. Oh, well, we're talking about wine tomorrow. Okay, so let me do this again. I'm gonna get my side by side. Okay, so let me just go back because I'm clicking. We're going back. We're in February. I'm clicking on daily post, daily VIP post. I'm going in here. I didn't do it at the front of the month, so I'm like, oh, I need something to post. Well, don't slap spaghetti to the wall. These are things that have been actually planned out for you guys. So we're going to click on the verbiage. We're going to copy this. Again, you can use the share up there, but we're going to come over here. I'm going to show you how to schedule it. So I'm going to put the verbiage in there. It's an engagement post. It's asking questions. We're going to come over here. We're going to grab this picture. And it says it's National Wine Day, friends. Are you likely to drink red or white? Now, one of the things I like to do, because when I'm asking my customers are, sorry, Julie, don't repeat this. Some of my customers are lazy. They're not going to type out the word red. So anytime there's a question, I'm going to put like this, because they'll type one, but they won't write out red. Okay, so I sometimes have to change them because I know I'll get better engagement when I do something like this. You can add an emoji. So you can change this language to be you. You don't have to use exactly what they say, but what it's doing, it's taking the guesswork out of it, right? So I'm going to find a wine emoji. Okay. And then here's the scheduling part. So if you look at the bottom where it says post, we're not going to click the post button. There's a little calendar. We're going to click the calendar, and this is for tomorrow. So it's going to be 18. What's a Sunday? I'm not going to talk about Sunday until after lunch. So we're going to pick the time. We can do 12. And, a lot of times I'll do things first thing in the morning, but let's do it around lunch. Maybe they're going to Olive Garden and they're buying Olive Garden wine, which I love. Okay, there it is, 12:10. So that's for tomorrow. Okay. So this is another way that you can use it in your business. So this is my customer page. This is the one that we just posted. We did that one. Let me refresh it. I don't see my boards, my wood board. There's the one. We grabbed that one. But then if you look over here on the left-hand side, there's something that says scheduled post. Scheduled post. See the number 1? And only you can see this as your admin of your group. There it is. It's scheduled tomorrow at 12:10 p.m. Now you can edit it and change it. You're like, oh gosh, that was the wrong date. You can edit the post. But tomorrow at 12:10, Julie, you're in my customer group. You're going to see it. You're going to see that wine post, and you're going to know that I'm not sitting there on the computer at 12 o'clock, but my customers won't know that. Okay. So that is, if you're looking for engagement, that's really, I love those. And I don't post all of them. I don't love all of them, and that's okay. Everybody's is different. Now, let's go back into, okay, we're in February. Let me go back. So on the front, when you go into the team board, on the front, there's always a bundle party or for text or Facebook. Okay. So we're going to click on it. And you can see these are the texting parties. Now, if you don't use texting, but you want to use these in your business, which I did this for my customers, here's the current, there's 2 texting parties out there, which we can do a whole nother training. But these always have great graphics in it. A texting party is where you're texting people over the course of 2 days. But if you go into these, you can actually see, scroll down, the bundles. So you could do a bundle party in your Facebook group. Let's say, Monday night, you're going to do a bundle party. You can come grab these graphics and this verbiage, and there should be 8 of them. There's usually 8. Here's the 8. The last one's usually a starter kit. You can copy and paste these and schedule these in your Facebook group and say Monday night between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. we're going to do, I'm going to share with you 8 bundles. So you could schedule these in your Facebook groups. You don't have to use the actual texting party. Just use the information. Okay. All right. The last thing I was going to show y'all was the scroll and shop. Let's see where it's at. It may be under February. Let's look. Am I seeing scroll and shop? See, sometimes you just have to dig. You're like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I didn't see it. Is it on the front? Somebody tell me if you see it. Bundle party. I don't think it was in there. February. There's usually a scroll and shop, but I'm not seeing it. There it is. Okay, sorry, y'all. Stack the savings. So a lot of times they're in the event because the scroll and shop is a specific event. So stack the savings, scroll and shop. Okay, there's tons of directions on how to use it. I'm going to just give you the quick lowdown. We're going to use US. Don't use Canada unless you're in Canada. US. We're going to click on this. This is a way for you guys to copy this link. Watch, I'll share it. I'm copying it. I'm going to put it in the chat. And I've shared this with a lot of my team members. But your customers do not have to have boards to actually use this. So again, there's some very generous consultants that are putting these scroll and shops together. It's basically a link that they can scroll through and kind of see the event that we're doing. Now that one's sold out. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Get inspired. This is another board. So again, you don't have to have boards. This is not linked to a specific consultant. But you can scroll through and see where it says ready to shop. Click here. I'm going to show you what to do with this. So, okay, I love this. I want to share it with my customers. So I'm going to right click on, or I'm going to click in this little box. Okay, everybody watch, because this is a little bit more of an in-depth training, but I wanted to end our training with this. So we can click here and we're going to go up and we're going to say copy. We're going to copy this stack the savings sale. And we're going to come over to our personal board. Remember I told you sometimes you want to park things here, personal board. Now I actually set up a lot of these for my new team members, but we're just going to paste it here. Okay, there it is. There's that exact same party. Now I'm going to click on it and we're going to edit it. So there's anything that's out there, you want to save it to your personal board and then you can edit it. So copy it, paste it to your personal board. When it comes here, we're going to say edit. Now, these are out here every month, and they are such a quick way to text people. So here's all the different graphics, okay? And anything that is black is something that you can actually change, okay? So this one is taking them to a boards. That's okay. That's generic. And they're very good about making sure consultant information is not on these things, but I always check. Okay, again, here's another black one. The other things is just graphics. Ready to shop. We're going to click here. Okay, it's asking you to fill in your information. Okay. Thank you. Somebody on the iPhone said, I love this training. I don't know who said it, but I love that you love it. Okay. Mine is 3430. Okay, so now I've put so all you have to do, and they don't see this. So even if you've personalized your website, it doesn't matter. Julie, what's your consultant ID number? We're going to test you. Hang on. Put it in the chat if we need to. If I can see it. Or unmute and tell me.
It is, let me think, 112. Hang on. I think 112
Don't y'all love called out the new consultant? Don't y'all love that?
I think it's 112-14134. Is that too many numbers?
No. But is it right?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think that's right. 112-14134. Okay. All right, done. Okay, we're putting Julie's in. We're going to use her as example. She's our new consultant. So we put in her number here. Okay, that's it. The personalization guide, it's to a boards. So just check the black buttons to make sure, okay? Now we've got that changed to Julie's, but we also know that that blue stripe is sold out. This one is sold out, right? So we just want to take that off. We're going to delete it. Okay, and I know it's maybe in some of the other graphics, but that's okay. We're not drawing attention to it. And so now we're going to say done. And so now when I scroll through, the blue stripe is gone. And when we look here, so Julie's going to take this link and she's going to share it with her customers. Let me just show you what it would do now. It's going to go to Julie. There's Julie. Y'all say hi. There's Julie. There's Julie's website. Okay, that's all you had to do. You just go grab the scroll and shop, save it to your personal board, edit it to put your information in there, okay? And that's it. That's all you have to do. And there's other things over here that you can add, like you can actually add it. So let's say that we wanted to add a picture. What if we wanted to add a picture? We could come over here. Oops, sorry. We can say, let's add another image. Okay. I don't know. Y'all are seeing, let me see what I have. I don't know. Y'all don't want my pictures. Let me get a download. Okay, here's the party link. This is not appropriate for this one, but That's how easy it is. Like if you wanted to end it with a banner, maybe to your Facebook group, or you wanted to put something in there, or a button that says, join my Facebook group, you can always make this your own. So we added that picture. We're going to say done. So now look, that picture is there. So we could do another training on how to actually make your own board. But when I go here, now I've got this. It's got Julie's link in it. So y'all do not share this, but isn't that cool? That's all you have to do. We're going to take this out. Julie, I'm actually going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch what I do. All I do is hit the share. It's copied to the clipboard. I'm going to put this in my chat. Julie, that is a board now that we just made for you that you can post in your customer group. You can share it in a text message. You can do any of that. Okay. So let's go back. Done. We're going to say done. Y'all do not share that because that has Julie's link in it. Okay. Now you know how to go make your own. I'm going to show you one more time and then we're going to open it to question and answer. So we're going to go to 31 board. Y'all watch 31 board. Stack the savings sale. Scroll and shop. Make sure you grab the US. Don't grab the Canadian. They're different prices. You're going to click on it. You're going to copy it. You're going to come to your personal board that you've created and you're going to say paste here. Okay, so now we've pasted it. Here it is. Now, if I click on this right now, it's not going to work because it's probably going to default to me actually. Oh no, it just went to, it's a blank. So if they order, it's going to go to the home office. So you want to edit. Jeannie, give me your consultant ID number in the chat. Tell me your consultant ID number in the chat. We'll just make one more. So you're going to come over here to ready to shop. Okay, we're editing it. We're going to put Jenny's number 111421003. This is her ID. It doesn't matter if you personalize it, your ID will always work. We're going to say done. We're going to scroll just to make sure that it works. You can right click on it and open in a private window. Let's see if this goes to Jenny's. Jenny, get a picture out there. That is gray. What's happening? Jenny, you're in Gulf Shores, Alabama with sunshine. Get a selfie up there. Let me check you.
I thought I had one. It's good you check because I did have one.
Okay, you got a party link out there. Let me check you. Okay. I give you flying colors on that. We need a picture.
Okay.
Look, don't y'all give me your consultant ID numbers. Liz, this is what happens. Okay, share. Share to clipboard. Jeannie, here's yours in the chat. That's your link.
Okay.
Oh, wait, do you want me to take the blue out?
No, let me practice doing that.
Okay, this is sold out. Sold out, sold out. Okay. All right. Okay, does that make sense? So y'all should all be able to go do that. All of this is free for you to do. Okay. Diane, how do you share the scroll and shop page with customers? So what the board that we just did, those links that I just posted, those are specific to Julie and Jeannie. Those are specific to them, but you would just go make yours just like we did. Those links that I posted in the chat, you will get one of those. So go get it, save it to your personal board, edit it, put your link in there, and hit share at the very top, or copy, share, it's a share. That link is what I dropped in the comments, and that's the link you'll share. So Julie could take that link, go post those two cherry graphic pictures that I did of Lisa holding the bag and the other one, and put that and say, check out more wearable large utility totes here. And they click on that link, and then they scroll down, they're scrolling, looking, and there's like, oh, order here. And they click on it, it'll go to Julie's link to order. Now, if you're smart, you'll make that link go to a party link, okay? Instead of just your website. Does that answer your question, Diane? I don't see you. Where are you? Shannon, where are you going? What'd you do? You did something. Did you do something? No, okay. Okay, tell me in the chat if you think you can make a scroll and shop party today using the free boards. Julie says yes. Julie, yours is already done. Yes, but you know how to do it. Sunita, yes. Good. Good, good, good. Lauren, yes. Shannon, yes. Diane, I can make the scroll and shop. Good. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Zeta, yes. Carrie, yes. Okay, that is easy. Now, what I want y'all to know is they do that all the time. So the next event we have, whatever that may be, some wonderful consultant is going to probably create it. So I try to check boards once a week. Sometimes we'll get an alert. Like I'm sure we'll get an alert when they say the March stuff is uploaded. Y'all saw we just know the hostess special right now. Oh, we know the customer special. That's all day, every day. Spend 50, get anything 50% off. They've not told us what the March incentive is, but y'all know what February incentive is. Remember, that's the bag and the thermal pouch. So set your goal to sell $500 between now and the end of the month if you've not already done it as a minimum. Do you make these for your team members? Shannon, so yesterday, I'm finding that our new consultants sometimes are just a little overwhelmed with all the stuff, and to help them reach their new consultant incentives, like I'm really trying to help them get to that first 1,000. It's such a big milestone for me and them. That yesterday I sent a message to my newest team members that joined since January, and I asked who wanted me to create a shop and scroll and shop. Sometimes I say scroll and roll, but I don't know. Yes, I did do that for my new team members. So if you look here, I actually created a folder. So you guys can do that. You can create a folder. And I set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 yesterday. So I have 5 new consultants that just, maybe they don't even have their website turned on and they just need an easy way. So I did one, and I can share this with y'all. This is a blank one I did, Shannon. So I had some girls that are not to their first $1,000 yet, but I wanted to help them. I want to help them get there. So I took out the click here to shop because they do not have an active website. And I added a graphic. I showed y'all how to do that. I added this graphic. I just made this on Canva. Text me with your order. So I can share this one. There's no links in this one. But if you have girls and you can run a report, like I can run a report right now and see how many of you guys have your websites turned on or turned off. And a lot of our shoppers, if they're just looking to get the discount, they may not be paying for a website. If they're new, they got it for 6 months for free. But I created this one yesterday, took out that link and put this graphic in it. And I said, here's a board that you can share with your friends and family. If they want to order, they can just text you. You don't have to have the website. So yes, Shannon, I did some of those for my girls yesterday, or maybe Thursday before it dropped. Good question. Shannon, I will teach you that. That's an easier report. We'll stop the recording if you hang on, I'll show you. Okay, anybody have any questions about scroll and shop or boards from your computer? So I've given you guys some things to do. One, those $25 totes are right now. Okay. So every month we have something different that you can do the same thing. So you can just kind of start learning and do that on repeat. Boards is free. If you just want the 3 boards, that's what I use. Eventually, maybe I'll buy more, but right now it's working for the free version for me. I shared with you how to do daily posts on your customer group. You can also do that on Instagram or Pinterest or whatever platforms you use. I also showed you the birthday shout outs. I would go ahead, they're already out there. Go ahead and schedule those for the rest of the year. I would schedule them through Facebook. Okay, I would set up a scheduled post. So March 1st, March, April, May, June, blah, every month. I mean, you already got the birthday graphic out there. Go ahead and schedule that so it's done with. You don't have to worry about it. I also showed you just kind of how to make your own board. Go ahead and create your own board and put 3 things out there. I know that people are going to ask you. One is, what is your shopping link? Okay, your website. And you can update that every time you have a party. You can update it if you wanted to. Set up how to join your team. That way that link is just boom, there you got it. And I would set up something for your hostesses. So add the hostess chart. One of you guys shared that you use it for hostess coaching. So if you're booking, selling, and sponsoring, you want to have at least those 3 things. What do they get if they book a party? How do they shop from you? And how do they join your team? Okay, stick to the basics. All right, y'all good? Everybody give me a thumbs up if you're good. All right, turn your cameras on. We're going to take a picture. If you want to be in this, we're going to take a picture. I'll stop the recording.